Welcome to Bruins Overtime Live, presented by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. With Billy and Gigi, I'm Sophia. 4-3 the final for the Washington Capitals. Guys, I don't know what's being discussed right now in the Bruins dressing room, but a different loss than we've seen, especially on the road. Winnable game in the sense that they kept themselves in it. Better effort in the second period. Second periods have been a problem of late and throughout the season, and made it close till the end. Billy, what's your take? Even though it's a loss, no points, what's your take on this one?
Well, definitely their best effort. I'm trying to go back. I mean, definitely, maybe since that Buffalo game they lost in overtime, or for sure since the victories over Florida. That was amazing, right? That was great. And so I guess we'll take the goodness out of it, the compete, the pride factor, the competitiveness, I think kind of came into play, especially in the second and for the most part, and the third period, and that was good. We saw some great goaltending from Swayman in the second and third period. That's a real positive. In the end, you lose. You keep Ovechkin to just one goal. That's a positive.
It's always a positive.
Well, but we're in the wins and loss business right now, and the guys lose now. It's 9 in a row, so you feel for them, but you also say, hey, great effort going in that game.
You do, and I think one takeaway, of course, everything's in the W or the loss column for sure. That's where the results matter the most. But first time in 8 games, 3 goals scored. Yeah, and so I'm kind of happy to see the offensive production and some of the chances that the Bruins were able to create for themselves on the ice tonight.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the goals kind of going in, but I think it was the second Bruins goal, Swayman's reaction on the other side of the net, like a huge, big reaction, because he and Korpisalo haven't been getting that much offensive support of late. But speaking of goals, and a storyline that obviously the whole hockey world is paying attention to, which is where we want to start, is Alex Ovechkin adding to his total 4 away now from beating the record, Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record, and he scores on the power play, not from his office, but still on the power play.
Still on the power play, like he's done his entire career. And the movement, the intelligence, right when the puck comes back to Karlsson, notice Ovechkin's already moving. He puts a stick in the shooting lane as if he could redirect the puck. And then he's also ready for that backdoor pass from Strome, which is exactly what happens. I mean, it's just a great setup for the play here. As you see, the wide open look from Karlsson. He can either go hit Ovi's stick or hit it to the far side to Strome. But again, a great look, and I love the switch up from the Ovi office 1T to creating a more dynamic offensive threat.
It's an amazing pass by Strome. I mean, really, you turn to your backhand, you swivel to your backhand, you present your stick, and it's a set play in the sense it's one of the options that they have, that they practice. And he one-times the backhand pass, he touches it over to Ovechkin, who's ready for it. You also, if you watch it again, you also had Tom Wilson in what I would call the mid-slot. So you had Karlsson up top, Wilson mid-slot, Ovechkin down low left side, and then Strome on the right side. I mean, you've got 4 different options right there. And they can figure out multiple opportunities out of, whatever Karlsson, who's the quarterback, decides to go with it. And they executed it absolutely perfectly there. And Ovechkin was thrilled, as he rightfully should. And there was a ton of Capital fans here, which we expected. Yeah. I mean, and a lot of Bruins fans that appreciate what he's doing. They gave him an ovation as well.
I mean, you really have to at this point.
Why not? It's okay to appreciate greatness on another team.
And you're seeing it. If you're here in the stands, you were seeing it in front of your eyes. All right, as we mentioned, second period, much better for the Boston Bruins, especially the way that first period ended, but much better than second periods of late for them. Just to set you guys up, 9-7, the shots for the Bruins. We've seen some periods with 1 or 2 shots in the second period and a couple goals here.
Well, what was best about this is that the middle stat line led the way with good, simple hockey. Pucks in deep, such a cliche. Change point of attack, kind of a cliche. And funnel pucks to the net. That's another. So all cliche, Billy, right here on this one, Gigi. But this is what they did. It's simple hockey. It's nothing fancy, but it becomes effective because you win wall battles, you get pucks deep, you win wall battles, you get pucks to the front.
And not only that, the patience and poise with entering the zone. It seemed like there's a little bit more confidence than what we've seen as of late. A lot of times, it's been the Bruins wanting to just dump the puck and chip it in, which is great. But if there's soft gaps like we're seeing in some of these examples, take that ice and utilize the speed and the space in front of them.
Yeah, and the goals, so we see the Bruins there with 1 on the board.
Yeah, this is going to be the power play goal here. Geeky over to Pastrnak. It all starts with Middlestead keeping the puck in at the point. Beautiful play. And then here, Geeky opens up the stick. As soon as the puck meets the stick, his goal, and he does it rightfully or really well here, guys, is that he gets the goaltender and everybody else to eyes on him to freeze. And you could see Lindgren totally was expecting shot, and then Pastrnak comes on that far side with his stick on the ice. But the stick blade's open, so as soon as the puck meets stick, instead of going this way, it goes that way perfectly over to David Pastrnak.
Yeah, you were in the intermission saying that pass, beautiful pass by Geekie, right?
I mean, it's just incredible to not kind of toe it, which means you hit it with your toe first and it explodes basically after your blade. He just like so smoothly collects it, rips it all in one sequence, and hits Pasta perfectly backdoor. And you see that. You love that when a teammate just points to the player. You know that they value that pass.
Yeah, so Morgan Geekie extending his point streak, and David Pastrnak, that was his 36. He did score another one to make it 37. But we're also going to show you, we'll get to that later, the Caps' third period goal. So it looked like, it was kind of falling apart after they made it 4-2. The Bruins did make it close, but they did score a couple within close range in the third period here.
They did. They had good movement, and they're a dynamic team with a lot of depth, and their puck recovery was key. Leonard, first game in the NHL. Again, he slams on the brakes. He doesn't coast. He sprints, retrieves the puck, moves it D to D. Who gets the puck net front? Strome. Buries it for the game, for the third goal of the game. But again, another key on that, lost stick, Middlestat, I think it was. Ended up losing the stick, and sorry, we're going to the next game. Next goal, and just a bummer of a bounce for the Bruins.
Yeah, this was a tough bounce. Here we go. We'll take another look at it.
Well, Wilson's going to look to pass the puck over, and it goes off the arm of Mason Lowry. Lowry here, now remember in the first period he played that 2-on-1 shorthanded. He allowed Dowd to get to the inside. Not as much here. There's also a back checker there, but still goes off the arm of Lowry and into the net. Not much he can do there. I mean, he's playing it the right way. He's taking away pass, and then it just goes off of him and into the net. So, unfortunate break, but the Bruins didn't give up.
Yeah,
They're down there by 2. They didn't give up.
Yeah, we liked seeing that. David Pastrnak had another one. Like I said, that was his 37th. Okay, our star of the game, presented by Subaru of New England. Fall in love with the brand new Subaru is Alexander Ovechkin. And as we did in pregame, because of course he's chasing Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal record at 894, now 4 away from beating it. We want to make some comparisons. He's played, as of now, Ovechkin, that is just 3 games less than Wayne Gretzky. And if you take a look at the empty net goals, not that many more than Wayne Gretzky in his total. Fewer shorthanded goals, obviously. And then we mentioned top of the league, top in the NHL records, power play goals for Ovechkin at 322